When we come back on the eve of Veterans Day, a Portland woman and a father she never knew. The mystery is solved.
Veterans Day is tomorrow, and so we end tonight with the story of a remarkable young woman who has a message for Vietnam veterans and their relatives. A message she's learned from the father she never knew. She's now a regular visitor to the Oregon Memorial, but several years ago, Stephanie Hanson was at the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. when she was unexplainably overcome. Given up for adoption at birth, she suddenly knew somehow her birth dad's name was on the wall.
And it was absolute, and I knew it in my heart to be true.
That your dad had died in Vietnam?
Yes.
She managed to locate her birth mother, who confirmed her father had been killed in action. A Navy medical corpsman, Gary Young of Portland, died in a helicopter shot down in 1969. Still, Stephanie wanted to know more.
And I needed to know what he went through and how he felt and what it was that he volunteered for that made him not be a part of my life.
Through the internet and veterans' websites, she appealed for information, and the response was incredible. From thousands of vets, most of whom didn't know her father, but knew what he'd gone through and wanted to share it with Stephanie. Finally, after 2 years of searching, she was contacted by two men who served with her dad, and she learned he was very much like her.
And it's like seeing a part of myself, and it healed a part that I never even knew needed to be healed.
So she didn't stop there. Stephanie has since helped other veterans connect with the children of their fallen friends. Along the way, she met Ray Fell, also a former Navy corpsman, who's now made contact with the family of his best friend who died in Vietnam. Like Stephanie, Ray says doing so, sharing everything possible about the vet who died, helps family members heal.
And if we don't get this information out, it's going to be lost.
If Stephanie Hanson hadn't searched for years and been contacted by veterans who knew her dad, she would have never known that every day as she drove to work, she passed by his grave. Now she often stops, but knows the story can't end here. It must be repeated many times over, so others like her can know of their lost loved ones and of the war that took them away. For them, but also for all of those veterans who did return.
These guys went there to do their best, and they came home, and it's time for us to learn what they went through and to say thank you and to also say welcome home.
If you're interested in getting in touch with a Vietnam veteran or family member, Stephanie suggests contacting an organization called Sons and Daughters in Touch. Reach them at www.sdit.org or through our site at KATU.com. Quite an amazing coincidence for us, too, in doing this story. When I first saw the picture of Gary Young, Stephanie's dad, I realized I went to high school with him.
Okay.
So I was able to tell Stephanie he was a good man.
Fascinating story. That's it for us. More news at 11. Thanks for watching.